This is where the cameraman freaks out and runs away. And these are experienced trackers, but they don't. From what I understand, none of them carry a tranquilizer gun. Some of them do have guns, but
I would hope they're carrying guns at least.
Do you think they should just shoot one?
Well, I don't think so. Do you think they should? I mean, with a tranquilizer gun, sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think they should start carrying around tranquilizer guns.
Just a flesh wound, maybe, just to slow them down.
No, I think you mean
to maybe get some DNA
with a regular gun.
Yeah.
No, I think a tranquilizer gun. In fact, I think, I don't know. It's a tough call, but some people don't want to have them captured at all. They just want to have a proliferation of photographs. So I don't know. What do you want? Do you want them captured?
I don't see why not. If you can do it, go for it.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence at that.
You really don't think they should be captured?
I'm right now. I'm on the fence with it.
Well, what makes you on the fence?
I think there's a lot of mystery involved. I think a lot of people
want to keep it mysterious.
Well, I mean, people are freaking out about photographs. What do you think they're going to do about?
Well, you got to ease them into it.
Yeah,
so maybe even if you captured one, you couldn't let that out too soon.
Yeah. I'm very concerned about people's.
You don't want to shock people. You don't want to injure people. You don't want to have them freak out, and go into an insane asylum over the whole thing.
Well, we've talked about people cutting themselves to relieve the anxiety and huddle up in a ball in a corner when
they might start self-medicating if they get a hold of some of this bad heroin. That's no good for anybody.
I know it is a pretty big concern about what happens when one's captured. Who knows? Might already be captured.
Yeah, we may not even know about that.
Yeah, well, we do have some inside information, but as far as just the general public, it's. I think
you don't want to give away any secrets like that.
You've got to ease people into this stuff.
And this is really easing people into it, giving them these photographs, a little bit of footage. This is just helping people come to terms with something as shocking as this.
Yeah, it's
we're actually doing them a favor. And you should look at it that way and just put your comments there. It's fine, but just look at it as just easing you into the reality.
It's you ever had when you're sleeping, you have dreams and you're in a dream state, and then you kind of like wake up a little bit and you're kind of in that twilight.
BIGFOOT dreams?
No, I'm just talking about regular dreams. We're in a twilight. You're halfway in between being asleep and being awake. It's called like a twilight or something like that. And a lot of people are like that with Bigfoot.
They're half asleep and half awake.
They like the fact that in the past there hasn't been a lot of footage because they could debate tree stumps and very blurry photos.
It makes it easier.
It makes it easier.
It makes life easier.
They want to stay in that twilight for the rest of their life. Like, what is that? I can't tell what that is. That's strange. I can see shadows. Is that a face? Is that a nose? I can't tell what that is.
Now when you can really see it, it just blows all that away.
Yeah, they want unresolved images, and it's. I don't want to disappoint people by showing them the actual creature, but at the same time, the news has got to get out there. And believe me, the trackers could actually capture one of these. Then what would? So then you'd have the actual thing. Would that you'd be so ripped out of that twilight?
Yeah, that'd be overdoing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't know. That's why I keep saying. You say capture it. I say really?
Yeah, go for it. Capture it, but just keep that to yourself. You don't have to put it out there. Get the DNA testing.
Do it.
Release a little bit of information at a time.
Okay, so over time, I got you. Yeah. And I think we're almost going too far with just putting out
and start putting up, disclaimers. Let people know that look, this can be shocking for you to see.